Okay, to polish off this site, we need to add the rest of the products for the home page. And we need to build out the Our Story page. So let's just start by adding the final products. We added Simply Slender and Gentle Care. We need to add National Treasures. So we're going to jump into our content area, go products. You can see the two we already added. We're going to add the product named National Treasures. Grab the logo. Copy the description. Select the product image. And this one doesn't have a button. I'm not sure why it doesn't. So we'll select the green color that's pretty close to it. It's also kind of like bluish. And this is second in line, so sort order 2. So we're not going to add a button title, button URL. So we're going to add some logic for this one into our editor. That's going to check to see if there's a button URL, and if there is not, it's going to not show it. So right here, I can just say if, and then I go product dot button URL. So basically it's just saying, then we end if. It's just saying if a button URL exists, show it. So let's see how that comes out on the Zesty site. So we have Simply Slender, National Treasures, no button, Gentle Care showing a button. We also created a button that we also stopped using the image for this, and you notice they had like a green image to match the logo. We're going to use an image that matches the color that we selected. So we're going to create a custom button. So we already have this button text. We created this button CSS that we called homepage button. We're going to also call it product button. So we're going to use that same exact style. What we're going to do though for this is we're going to add a specific style on it that matches. So we're going to ditch this background color. Go back to our home page and add a style to this class called product button. Right? So now on the Zesty homepage, it should just be an orange button everywhere. So we're going to override that style here. Say background. And we can go product dot and just grab the color that we had. It's gradient color, but for this case we're going to not use that. And then we'll refresh and we'll notice that now this has this button, a button that matches the style. So there you go. And to give this a hover effect, since we're not going to use a secondary color, I mean we could add a secondary color, but just for the purposes of not going to do that. So I'm going to go modify. The CSS, and I'm just going to give this a border, 2 pixels, white, solid, and then on hover, the border will be 2 pixels, gray, solid. That way it just gives some sort of hover effect. It's kind of like a cheap hover effect to get. And that's it. Alright, so let's add the rest of the products. We can publish all of this since the site is not live yet. We can just publish everything, so we'll need to later. And let's finish adding the products. So we have National Treasures, Gentle Care. We need Herbal Clean and Total Eclipse, and that will do it. So let's go add. So I guess the biggest difference was like this gradient was a little bit subdued, and the button text is different, so we'll just make that happen. So let's go in the schema and let's add on products. We're just going to create a button color, right? And we're going to select a color field type, add. We'll put that up next to the button. We're going to jump into content. And we're going to edit our products. So what's cool about Zesty is you can see the button color here. We're going to jump in total eclipse. So total eclipse had like this gray gradient, so we'll leave gradient to be that and just make it like gray. And the button color was actually like a very like deep red. So save, publish, products, and let's look at Herbal Clean. The original Herbal Clean so had a very strong green, so it had a more subtle green when it came to the background color. So I'll select that, and the button color was a very strong green. It was like almost the green of the logo, so we can just grab that. Perfect. Save, publish, and got total eclipse. So gentle care had a very bright pink button. So let's see if we can actually color pick over. I haven't tried that before, but let's see if that works. Perfect. And that was actually the button color, so let's just pick that here. And then for this guy, we can just grab this pink directly. Perfect. Save and publish. Products, we need National Treasures. National Treasures does not have a button color, but let's just put one in just in case. I guess we can update this to be more exact. National Treasures. And we'll just grab a color that's like in the logo or something. Like this, or inside the product color, right? It's like a more dark blue. That way if they do create a button for that, will just show up nice. And simply slender, I think is the last one we're missing. And we can do the same thing, grab this gradient exactly as it is, and the button color, which is like a sunflower color. There we go. Okay, so now we have a new variable inside of our content model that we need to hook up in the view so it's loading it correctly. So we're just going to go back to the home page. We have this product loop here, and product button. All we have to do is change this. It's no longer gradient, it's going to be button color. I'm going to save, publish that, and let's take a look. There it is. Looks like we need the flip. Might have the colors flipped there. It looks like we do. Yeah, so these colors are all right. And there we have it. So now this homepage is looking one-to-one, and that's what we wanted. So homepage is good. We're going to jump into working on our final page, which is going to be our story page.